with with so much going on, the quantification values of the occurrence itself, what it's going to be like. Honestly, I just can't say, because my precognitions at the time were based on most of my intense ones, which you will not flip and believe what the third phase of the actualityism shows, and if you catch it, you're gonna be like, you gotta be flipping kidding me. Yeah, I can't express the details, but it's intense. I'm not kidding. When I say hardcore, I mean like there is a, I mean, this is why each edition, the first one you can watch no problem, and I really suggest go for watching the short version before you watch all the other editions, because you're gonna see how it reflects in a very unique way with all the other editions. I mean, it's optional, it is, but hey, take the extra step. Why not? See this growth with this movie. Get a little interactive or whatever. But anyway, optional. So essentially, the precognitions I've had before have shown me glimpses. I realized one of the most intense graphic realizations I had. Well, I mean, I don't know what it was at the time, but when I realized what it meant, the details are too much going on, basically, just too much going on. It was the polarity effect, the opposition of what the opposition of the occurrence would be like. You can understand why I don't want to even express those details. Not the actuality. Polarityism at some graphic details at some point can become a nightmare. However, the opposition and acknowledgments of that being are consistent and eternal. Some beings have hit such graphic depths where they take a vow of silence, which is to say, all their most of their interactivity is going to be within to realize. They can talk to other beings and share. Some beings do have such graphic depths, though, to share with others. We're all unique, and to some, a graphic depth might be common or extreme, and for others, it might be common or extreme. And I'm sure you know some examples, irony, of when you shared a depth with someone and it actually, I wouldn't say hurt them, but you saw it affected them. So essentially that's where some of my polarity experiences are experienced. So, Actualityism, 5th edition, it's leagues ahead of where we are right now, but it all applies as well. I have an update also on well, I name it as the Red Star Nebula, because that's what came forth from it. The nebula is V838 Monolithicalism. By 2009, it's really expanded drastically. And I said that this nebula will react with us. And I don't know as far as the light spectrum, as far as how long it's taken to reach us. But essentially, that's one of the ultimate and neoistic and something else that I just don't even know about is going to interact with us and enhance the space and existence around us. But see, then you got the Double Helix Nebula, and there's another nebula as well. If I told you the name of it, then you're going to think that I'm just talking about me again. But maybe it's not that way. I mean, I feel like I can drop that. But I mean, some people, I don't know. It feels like this doesn't even apply anymore. It's funny because it doesn't feel like anyone's like that anymore. But that's the actuality, aka 12 Ways of Eternal Understanding. Everyone who was of third party perspective, and not just criticizing, but just wanting to debate with just about everything. I mean, not everything, but you know, those days are not going to be possible. No one's going to be able to be possible in being that way. It's impossible. But see, there's more to the picture. There's more to the spectrum. This is why precognitions can enhance. You can get visions, but they enhance. We also have Nemesis. That name's going to be dropped once that's clarified. You have Sedna. You have the Sun's activity as well. The Earth's activity took a step higher from volcanoes to the ocean floor sinking in a little bit more in certain areas, and that's why we are getting a intense amount of oil spilling into the ocean. But that's also noob technology. A really obscure idea in offshore drilling. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. But hey, in unnatural circumstances, unfortunately mistakes can happen, aka comet wiping out a planet. But planets are based on a very intense synchronicity scale. So at times a comet is necessary, aka to save the planet rather than the planet surface be nuclear and toxic, aka Mars, aka what humanity has experienced 5 times already. Do you know what I'm talking about? There has been previously 5 generations of man. In Iraq, I forget what the museum, or I guess you say library, is called. It has ancient spark plugs. It has ancient engines to airplanes. Ancient. So Earth is one of those few planets that just keeps rebirthing. Earth is not just sacred. Earth is extreme. Seeing how active the Earth is, seeing how active the cosmos is with ETs and such, my next prediction, I guess you could say, is that we are going to see something. I'm not sure if a nebula or what, I don't know, because if she has wedded with existence itself, I don't know what is possible. I mean, that's but you could say she's good like that. I mean, she's the first of all firsts, literally. She's like the first of all firsts. She was the first quote, who was before quote, because I honestly just don't know how to describe this. I don't think I really possibly can. Eternal spectrum, Lady Mystery, Lady Surprise, Lady Luck, Existence, Life, and then her. Yeah, so this is dealing on a very intense level. Scientists don't know why V838 Monolithicalism has expanded in size to such degrees and volumes. They can't calibrate, so okay, just in case, if you don't decide you want to go with what I have, then you have other people's videos to go by, which is about 2012, not much of 2010, although it's starting to catch on now, because it's pretty obvious. 2012 has pretty much just been sacked. There is an occurrence that happened in 2012, but that's going to be 2+ years into the occurrence itself. Yeah. I think there's going to be an irony behind that. Irony's everywhere. You can't escape irony. And to me, that's just bliss.